Today, I'm gonna show you guys how to do concrete countertops. All right, so we got all the old countertops ripped off. We're gonna put a hardy board, half-inch hardy board over the entire surface. That's what's gonna make up the base of our concrete form. Before we do that, we're gonna have to add some additional supports a few places on the cabinets. So we're gonna put some 2x4 bracing across here. We also have to put some right along the wall here so that we have a lip for the hardy board to rest on there and there. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now, and then we'll be ready to lay our hardy board. Now that all of our hardy board is in place, we've teamed up with Concrete Countertop Solutions to use their patented Z countertop forms. So let me show you how it works. They have these plastic forms that screw on the exterior side of all of your countertop surfaces. And this creates the outer edge of your form. And the really cool thing is, once your concrete's all poured and it's set up, these are designed to just snap off, leaving the back part of the form up underneath the concrete where you're not even gonna see it. So we're gonna start attaching our forms around the entire perimeter of the entire countertop surface. All right, so we have all the forms down on the front of our cabinet. Like I said, these are really cool. Once you get them in place and you do your pour, after it's dry, you can just snap these off and you don't see anything. We're gonna put the back piece on. This is really just a rest to rest our screed on so that we can keep everything nice and level. The one other thing we have to do is over here where the stove goes in. Instead of using the regular form coming off the edge, which creates this overhang here, you wanna be able to slide the stove in. Basically, what you wanna do is just take a scrap piece of wood and you're just gonna attach that on, making sure that it butts flush against your front form. And this is gonna make a perfectly straight edge on this side of the concrete countertop, so that way you can slide your stove right in. Now the next thing we're gonna do is start laying our spun fiberglass mesh. The cool thing about the Z countertop system, they sell these little clips. And you screw these clips down to your hardy board, and then your mesh just clips into the clips and it floats it at the perfect level all the way around in your entire countertop. So now we're gonna get our concrete mix all dialed in. You want a pretty wet mix when you do this so that it flows nicely through all of your fiberglass mesh. Okay, so it's been about 48 hours since we did our pour. At this point, it is safe to take off our forms. So very carefully, we're gonna run a putty knife along this edge just to separate the form a little bit. And if you have concrete that's kind of hanging over the edge of the form, it's good just to take a little bit of a sanding block with like 120 sandpaper and just knock down the crispy cement that's on the edge there. That way you don't chip off the edge when you pull your form off. We're gonna now seal the countertops, and what we're gonna use is their Aquathane product. It's from Concrete Countertop Solutions. It's a 2-part sealer. So you put 4 parts of A with 1 part of B. Guys, just like that, our concrete countertops are complete. And it wasn't even that hard. As you can see, we got the sink back in place. Everything is looking nice and clean.